Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Zelda Classics Randomizer BS. I'm Nitro6003, and before we go into the distant overworld, we need a couple of items. Not items. Super bombs. That's what I'm gonna say. Super bombs. We need some super bombs. Because there's some super bombs that you need. Depending on the items I get there. Let's see what I get. Oh, I got the money coin too. That's awesome. I get 75% off for the next couple of minutes. So let's buy as many super bombs as I can, because they're gonna go up in a couple of minutes anyway. So let's just buy them until I can't afford it anymore, because we're gonna basically be getting most of the money back anyway. As far as that's concerned, so I'm not concerned. And eventually we'll have the maximum amount of super bombs anyway, so that'll happen too. I was gonna do this in between videos, and I was like, no, I don't. I want to show off this stuff, and I'm pressing the B button 2 seconds before the dude shows up. All right, that's good enough for now. All right. So, distant overworld, is a thing, and there are, if memory serves correct, 33 items there. Not all items, but expansions and stuff like that. So, there are no more expansions and levels. So once you get all 33 here, you are done with expansion. So you can see there's a brand new land here. You can do a couple of different approaches to this whole thing. I like to leave one enemy on each screen. And you can use your candle, you can use your lens of truth, whatever makes you happy, but I usually start with the lower extremities of the things. So for example, I'm starting on this lower level here, and to note that I got the item here, I'm gonna kill all the enemies here. And it's just my thing of remembering what I've done. As we get the gray hook shot. You might have another way to do stuff. We'll come back to that in a moment, from another direction actually. And I believe this is one of the levels here, but we'll show it off anyway. The levels we'll get to later. So again, leaving 2 enemies on that particular screen is fine. And like I said, if you are consistent, where is it? There it is. You'll get everything. So far we've only gotten one of the things so far, and we'll come back to that in a moment. And there's our second item. This will probably take 2 parts. So I take the entire lower part. And I get everything on the lower part till I hit a wall. And then I go up one screen and then do the same thing on the screen above me. And I am planning on going into get the Uber sword in this part as well. But it'll depend on, because I got Nero's love in the last part. So I'm kind of tempted to get it. And just more money here, and I did accidentally. So now I've hit a wall, so now we're just going to start going to the left. And so as soon as you realize you go to the left, you really can't go very far. And even on this screen, you can see you can't go very far. So that kind of eliminates those screens there. That's another level anyway. And so now I'm going to go up and around. And again, I hit a wall. So go up one and over. And then then we do the same thing on this. And get another item. Another magic jar. Now, you could argue to continue going to the right, and that's what I'm going to do. And another door repair charge. And a bomb expansion. Okay. So, going all the way here. We're not going to go up just yet. That is another dungeon that we can't really do anything about right now anyway. But let's see what's here. Gold ring! Nice. Okay, so we are definitely going to get the Uber sword here momentarily. So there is something there. We're going to come back to it later. Kind of want the mirror shield before going into that place if I can get it. Or yeah, we're just going to say because there are mirror robes there and I don't want to be messing around with mirror robes necessarily without it. So again, leaving one enemy on the screen is really nice and helps out a lot. And you already know that you can't. Oops. Come on, tech tight. So you already know that that's something. So that's kind of a blocked wall there. And then there is something on this screen also. Remembering where it is sometimes can be a little bit of an issue as we get a bomb expansion. Don't know if there's the one I wanted to leave. Fantastic. Okay, so now we're going to start from here and just go across. Money expansion there. And I think that leaves one enemy there. And more money. And this kind of completes that area. For a secret to everybody. And unfortunately, with the ghosts here, there's no way, I don't think, to leave one enemy. Let's see. Yeah, so they will respawn every time. It does not matter. So I wouldn't kill myself worrying about it. Just try to remember that you've done it. Try to do it, or if you stay organized, it really is not a problem. So this Armo statue leads you to here, which you cannot get to from any other direction. And these stairs here lead you to the true arena. And this is probably one of the harder places to be in general, especially without a sword. Without, if you try to go in here normally, I really would not come in here without at least the gold sword. I mean, you can come in here with a less sword, but at least silver arrows are important. And each door will close behind you and will lead to a new boss that you have not seen yet. Or if you've played the Randomizer Modern or one of those, you will know that these guys were there in the level 9s. Randomizer Super had all these bosses as well. And again, I have the red heart ring, so it's just, I'm as good as I'm gonna get. And here's Link yourself. And I'm saving my magic specifically for one room here that's coming up. I mean, you gotta be lucky to get some criticals too. And you can see just how much damage these guys do. So I'm gonna use, so here's Nero's Love. Give me protection. And get a chance to get some health back. And down he goes. Some are easier than others. Like this dude's a little easier. Alright, so you think you've seen it all. And I'm gonna just fair warn you that this next part is not the part that I'm concerned about. I mean, yes, I am, but not as much. And this dude takes, if I remember correctly, 40 silver arrows, 40 gold arrows, and you don't want to stand still. If he gets you with those swords, it hurts. And you will face him again in a much easier scenario. Ow. The reason I'm using my arrow is because it's long range, and because I can take him out safe from the safety of, and make sure you have a magical shield at the very least. And you think he's the boss. He's not. I mean, he is. But... and like I said, luckily I have infinite arrows. Alright, down he goes. Now, in this next room, you're going to want Nero's Love, and you're going to need it. Why, you say? Because you have all of the enemies that you've already faced. And I just want to say that it's easier to just tank these guys out with Nero's Love and worry about the repercussions of it later. Worry about the repercussions of it later. Alright, once you get it down to just one, it should be relatively easy from there. And you get the Uber Sword. Yeah, this sword is deadly. And that's really all I wanted from this part of it. And now you're about to see the game is broken from here at this point. And then just more money here. All right, so now, again, you hit a wall, you go just to the next part. Is this? Nope, there's a whistle one. No, it is not. You do push one. I forgot which one I had, if it was a push or pull type of situation. And then it tells you the secret there. You just have to figure out how to get there. And I already showed that off. And this sword is deadly. It is absolutely deadly. And more money. And that will come back to later. And again, you hit a wall, you hit a wall. The graveyard is pretty much done at this point. You can pretty much decide where you want to go from here. I'm going this way because there's stuff here. And this is the only way to get here. And here's another heart container. And a magic jar. Again, leaving one enemy is imperative. And it really helps you remember which ones you've done. And unfortunately, that's the only problem with the Uber Sword. So, let's see. How do I want to do it from here? Let's whistle back. All right, so we have 11 of the items, and now we're just going to start going in this direction now. For an arrow expansion. Oops. And sometimes that happens too. And more money. There we go. Sometimes it's a little harder than others to leave one enemy on a screen. Especially when, you know, you're killing everything in one shot or less. Yeah, like I said, you know, and it just makes it a little easier if for some reason you don't get everything. You can then say, okay, well, if I know my strategy usually is to leave one enemy, then the ones with one enemy should be fine. And in most of the time, the general thing is one thing per screen. It's rare that there's more. And then it's talking about true chaos there. more money. Alright, so we have now finished this section down here. Okay, so you could go to the right and take on that side, or you can come back and do that later. It's entirely up to you. I'm choosing to go to the right. It's just my own way of doing things. And now I know that there's one enemy here, so I don't have to do anything. And then this is another level, so don't worry about this just yet. And another 10 rupees there. And you're going to go up now. There's another level here, so just leave that alone for now. And then here you have another screen, so you can see that there's a lot of more bombable places than anything else, so you probably want to start bombing here and find your cave, which only has more money, but again, you want to be sure and then once you go up, again, this thing just devours everything in its path. Okay, so here you already have your bombs out. You want to bomb here for another magic jar. So there's 3 more magic jars at the very least. And the only way to go from here, unfortunately, is up. There's no other options. Now there is a whistle spot here as well. Talking about the water, which leads to another dungeon. And then I'm gonna go to the left here. And go in here. And you get a lone rupee. Don't be satisfied with just 1 rupee. Alright, so I'm going to show, if you were to use your lens of truth here, you actually see that there's something else here. And you actually have a dungeon in here. Like I said, once you start using this sword, there is no turning back from using this sword ever again. You're just like, the rest of the game is just like, do I have to, if I play this again, use the simple swords? Yes, if you ever play it again, you have to start all over with just a wooden sword and then move on from there. So, yeah, you kind of don't have a choice. You can't start with the Uber sword. It would be kind of interesting, like what, if they were to give you the highest sword and no rings, maybe that could be a thing too. But I think this particular sword is too strong to give you at the beginning of the game and not have some consequences to it. So, maybe you wouldn't be able to get all the heart containers. I'm not sure. I mean, again, I'm not the developer of this. And you have this goblin here. And once you get past him, you get the rupee ring. And that's what you want out of that place. You want to make sure you get the rupee ring. And then here's just more money. But now you're going to notice everything is doubled. So now the 10s are now 20s. Oh, there's another arrow expansion. And you just want to keep following this down because there's more stuff here. And just keep following it around because there's more stuff to get. And now you're going to see, like I said, everything is doubled. And then here's just one of the levels. Again, we'll get to it later. And then that pretty much does this side of things. And I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying this LP. Like I said, Randomizer Maxi will be next. I usually don't announce what's next, but I have decided it's fine to let you all know that that is going to be the next LP. I know a lot of people want some more of these randomizers from Matthew Blue Fox. I mean, sorry, from Hero Fire, and we will get to them. I don't remember if this is bombable. Okay, we'll get that from another thing. And actually, another way you could potentially play this is you could, and I want to show this off too. You need the hammer to get in here. But again, we're not going to get to that till later. Alright, so again, there's spots that we missed. We'll get to them, don't worry. On this screen, there's nothing particularly where we were, but now we're gonna go down, and then there's the bombable place. And it's just a pay me for door repair charge. Now, luckily, those are not doubled. And then you want to come here for the arrow expansion. Again, there's still 3 more magic jars. And more money. So 10 becomes 20. So yeah, for the rest of the game, our money problems have been solved. I'm going to go down first to show this off. Just another one of those guys. And I don't believe there's anything else on this screen. Again, usually the game is not that mean. Oh, okay, I have to do the candle. Right. Okay. Just trying to follow my own rules. And another money expansion, which also gives you a bonus. And I'm going to, again, show what's up here. It's just another level for now. But again, we'll come back to that later. I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to do the levels at this point for this area. And I believe this is a whistle one here. Because there's not very much to bomb, so to speak. So you just have to kind of guess. And I know I'm at 30 minutes here. Just bear with me. I want to get to a place where I am able to kind of leave it off. And we're almost to that point. So I want to, at the very least, finish this side of things. Because it's hard to sometimes make that transition. But I want to... Where is it? Come on. Now you can leave the secret to everybody's if you don't want them. Okay, so. So what I'll do is I'll get to the point where it's basically this that's left, and then we'll call it a day. Just so that I know that this side is should be all done. And if you're ever unsure, just use your lens. It'll tell you. There's no tricks. And I mean, in this kind of thing, you can either do you can either use your lens on every screen, or you can keep candle and lens out. And you need silver arrows, are better to open that anyway. And we're not going to open that till later at this point. And then there you see the level that's on that screen. We'll open that later. And another money bag. Okay, so we'll do just this little bit left, and then we'll whistle back to the start. So yeah, this is, like I said, the rare time where you have two things on one screen. And I have to come around and get that. I will show this too. There's an arrow here. And money here. I believe this is just another one. Yep, travel. Magic jar. Down to 2 left on those. And there's just another level here. So you can leave that alone for now. And a magic jar here. And then that should leave us with this little square to do left. So let me whistle back to the start. I will end the video, and then I'm actually going to join you right back here in the next video. I'm going to start right from here. So join me next time as we continue on. We got 11 items to find, and we'll see what kind of where that leads us. And then we have 2 more level 9s to do. So probably that'll be the part after we finish this. And then we're going to clear out the distant overworld levels most likely after that. I'm Nitro6003, and I'll see you guys all next time.